In the movie we see Rachel, the AI system of the house checks all its nutrients and informs it that the gut health of her body is very good, after which she is ready for office, where she used to work on a high post in the AI machine making. Then we see Alfy, who happens to be her husband. Alfy was a botanist, meaning that it was his job to grow plants, but now in this advanced world all these things were done by AI. He used to teach in the college. Alvy didn't like AI's constant help. Now Rachel arrives at the office and we see her at a meeting, where Rachel's team has built another new AI, that looked like an egg, was learning the cognitive functions of humans like decision making, all these things from humans, and was later to act as an advisor to humans. An employee was a little surprised by this because these AI parts were basically replacing the jobs of humans, but her senior has made him understand that there is nothing like that, all these things are just to help us. After the meeting, Rachel is on her way to her office when her boss calls her, and tells her that she has been doing quite well for the past 2 years, and now she will be given a promotion, but before giving it she asks her family plan if she is going to extend family recently. Rachel is a bit shocked by this but refuses, but then her boss tells her that you are making a lot of progress, and I don't want you to take any leave because of pregnancy, that's why I suggest you another option, and she gives the number of an artificial womb center, which is a uterus center, and Rachel is a little happy to hear all this stuff about babies being born here with the help of artificial wombs, after which she goes to the womb center and gets her name added. After that, Rachel gets a call from there saying that there is a utility available for them. She is very happy to hear this, and on the other side we see Alfy, who breaks a fruit from a tree and gives it to the student to eat, but no one eats the fruit here, because it grew directly from the tree. These people forgot all the natural things that happen elsewhere. Rachel shares the good news with her friend Alice, and Alice happily plans the party, but Rachel reveals that she hasn't told her husband Alfy, because he still connects things to the natural world, and other things in this world don't seem right, and that's the dilemma Rachel is in. So she goes to her therapist. That therapist is an AI, which looked like a very big eye. Now here she says that Alfy wants a natural birth, where I will get pregnant myself, and will give birth to the baby, but AI tells her that there is no such thing as natural here, you guys are just going to have a baby. Rachel decides to go and tell Alfy everything, and comes home in the evening, but now Alfy is quite upset, because his students haven't eaten the fruit. He starts telling Rachel how people don't like natural things anymore. Rachel changes her mind after hearing these words, and she doesn't tell Alfy anything about it. Now the next day, Rachel goes to the center, where there are many other women too. We see Lisa, the owner of the womb center, who explains that the birth rate has dropped significantly, and that's why they have opened the womb center, to help people so that women don't have to go through any trouble. Then she shows them capsules that contain 9 months of baby growth, and when the baby is about to be born, the parents are handed over. She also says that the ability to recite songs and audio books to these children is also available, after which, all the parents are told how to feed the babies in the capsule. In fact, as soon as the baby assigns them, they can take a capsule home with them, and after 9 months, they will have the same baby. That is, the parents are told here that it's like a real birth. She then meets with Linda and Rachel to tell her that if she wants to start the procedure, she will have to pay a deposit fee, to which Rachel asks for some time, as she has to talk to Alfy first. Now Rachel makes up her mind, and after going home, she finally tells Alfy that she wants a baby with the help of an artificial womb. I am focused on my career right now, and that's why I don't want to have a baby through natural way, which makes Alfy feel really bad to hear, because this whole decision was made by Rachel alone. She explains how all these things are related to her promotion. Now they have quite an argument, but then Rachel apologizes and says that we get to see Ellie and her experience of having a baby through artificial wombs, and now Alfy agrees and they both go to meet Ellie at her house, and top off it, Alice's husband shows Alfy wearing a belt, through which he can carry an artificial womb. But Alfy is very surprised by all this. At home, he tells Rachel that I don't want to take this decision under so much pressure, and Rachel tells him to look at her therapist, which happens to be another AI, but an argument with the AI there. Now during the dinner, both of them talk about the evolution of humans, where humans are no longer using their own bodies as a result of evolution. But in the night, it makes Alfy understand that Rachel is doing everything for her family, and if his happiness is in an artificial baby, it should not be forbidden, and he is finally ready, after which they both go to see Linda the next day. Linda explains that you can only have a baby from a woman's egg, unless they want a baby boy, but Rachel decides that Alfy will be the biological father of her child, and these guys leave it to nature and gender. Then the whole process is shown to them on screen, which was successful. That means that they were going to have a baby in 9 months. A few days go by where Rachel tries to connect with the baby through the app, but by 6 weeks baby isn't that developed. But in the meantime, Rachel starts having some dreams where she is pregnant and has a baby, but the reason for the baby was an egg. Now she tells the AI therapist about this dream, but AI explains to her that this dream validates your decision. It means that you are going to be a mother and our dreams are not our reality, so you ignore them. And the baby starts to have a heartbeat, which makes both the parents very happy. Now the center allows them to take the baby home for bonding. After a couple of days, Alfy sees his baby through the screen, When he realizes for the first time that his baby is about to come into this world, he is very happy, and slowly connects with him, often tells him stories and takes him to his garden. But on the other hand, Rachel was not able to connect with all of them. She felt that somehow she was missing out on the experience of being pregnant. He also finds a pregnant lady in the pool and the lady's baby kicks, and she gives Rachel to hold her belly. This experience leaves Rachel feeling very isolated, and she regrets her decision. Now they also go to the home center to take training for children one day, where we see an art class where none of the children are drawing. In fact, they are giving feedback to the computer, and the computer is drawing. It seems quite strange to all the parents. Similarly, a parent asks that my nephew was born with an artificial womb, but he hasn't had a single dream. To this, Linda says that this is the limitation of our program. Well, dreams are not real, but we are going to fix it soon. Elsewhere, Rachel starts living under a lot of stress, and as it goes, her productivity also declines. But the problem here is that her productivity report goes directly to the senior. This means that her boss will understand how much time she is spending on work. One day Alfie takes the baby to his class where he is quite happy, but Alfie's senior arrives after class, and tells him that a lot of money is going towards the greenhouse he has built at the college, and following this, people want to make holograms of all trees and plants. This makes Alfie very angry. So here Rachel doesn't understand that Alfie is connected to the baby, but why not she? That's why all three of them go to AI therapists. Here Rachel says that she can't connect with baby, but that AI doesn't understand its emotions, and the AI says maybe I should start baby's therapy, and requests to connect the pod to it. But Alfie and Rachel realize that this AI is not a human who can understand this emotion. That is why they leave. Then Alfie suggests that Rachel spend some time with the baby. That's why Rachel carries the baby to the office, but she doesn't notice that she has a pod, and accidentally hits the pod on the gate. All the seniors look at her, as if she has done something wrong. After a while, Elson tells her that maybe she should have kept the baby at home, and she shows her a room where the women kept their ports, because she explains that no one wants a distracted mom in the office. That is, this office is also completely AI driven. Here human emotions were not given any value. After a few weeks, they have to bring the pod back to the center. One day, Rachel has a dream where she is walking on the beach with her baby, and she loved the feeling that she was finally able to connect with baby, and she understands that for this she will have to adapt to nature. And so happily she gets up and goes to the garden Alfie has made, and smells all the plants, and picks up a plant and puts it in the nursery, and Alfie likes it too. Then Rachel's boss at the office catches her and asks why your productivity is so low. Is your baby right? But Rachel thinks it's weird, and she finally understands that no matter what she does, her boss is not going to be happy here, because they want robots in the form of humans, who keep emotions aside and work. Soon, the baby was 8 months old, and they request to take the pod back home to spend time with the baby, but Linda tells them that it is not possible, as the baby's neuroenhancement training will start from this stage. Then Linda tells that we collect data from baby's brain. This will be used for our research. Shocked Rachel says that I did not say yes to any such training, but Linda laughs and says it's all in your contract. We also do research on baby and you won't get to take baby, and the delivery of the baby is also delayed by 3 weeks, because there was a long waiting list of other parents, those who needed pods. Now they have to agree to it even if they don't want it. Now slowly Rachel was beginning to understand that it was all a trap. Enrollment of baby in Vom Center by promoting her, after that AI therapy, means in this world government or such centers can get more money. Now these guys go out of their misery, but Alfie wasn't going to stop. He goes back to the center and sneakily steals his pods. Rachel is also happy about this, but Rachel also dreams that night that she is in a mall and buying children from there. Now after getting up she says to Alfie that I don't have to raise my child in this world. I want both of us to raise our child with nature, and that's why both of them think of shifting to their country house home. Alfie is happy about this too, but Alfie goes to see Linda first and says we have to plan the homework. I am ready to pay you more money, but the delivery of the baby should be after 9 months, but Linda refuses him. Alfie comes home but they both decide they have to go home to the village. Both of them drive, and finally reach their countryside home with a lot of fun. These people spend some days here. They see that 9 months were about to be completed. Now one day these people see the baby, which was upside down. That means delivery could happen anytime now. Both of them were very happy, but the capsule system suddenly shuts down that night. Rachel starts panicking, but then Alfie explains that this capsule can last for 2 days without energy, and baby will be born soon, so don't get tensed. The next day, the capsule starts beeping, which means it's time for delivery, but to open the capsule, they have to enter the birth code, which they did not have. So Alfie carefully breaks open the pod, and takes out the baby, seeing which both of them are very happy and start crying. They had a boy. Now, just like in the old days, they start taking care of the baby, without any machine or phone, and a few days later, Rachel couriers the pod back to the Vom Center, and that's where the movie ends.